Edward Teller didn't like being called the father of the hydrogen bomb, but that's exactly what he was. His fascination with bombs bordered on obsession. He was proud of driving physicist Leo Szilard to Einstein's summer home in Long Island to get him to sign a letter warning President Roosevelt that Germany might be building a bomb, and America should too. Teller wanted bombs bigger and more powerful, 1,000 times more powerful than the atomic bomb.
I thought that the probability was quite good that a hydrogen bomb could be produced. And Ernest, in his somewhat quiet but unambiguous way, said, "I think, Edward, it is your duty to go ahead with this." That helped to make up my mind.
Teller believed the hydrogen bomb, or super bomb, was essential for protecting the United States against the Soviet Union, which he deeply distrusted. Growing up in a well-off Jewish family in Budapest, he experienced the chaos and suffering caused by Bela Kun's communist regime and then by the authoritarian rule of Miklos Horthy. Later, as a Jewish academic working in Germany, the center of the physics world, he witnessed the rise of Hitler. Like many of the remarkable men he grew up with, Eugene Wigner, John von Neumann, Leo Szilard, he emigrated to America. Together, they helped develop the atomic bomb as part of the Manhattan Project. Initially, the scientists had no concerns with developing a nuclear weapon, but that changed after the bomb that destroyed Hiroshima. Robert Oppenheimer, who headed the Manhattan Project, walked into Teller's office and said, "We would not develop a hydrogen bomb." Oppenheimer would flip-flop on the issue, supporting the hydrogen bomb's development during World War II, opposing it after Hiroshima, and reluctantly endorsing it later. Many scientists, like Hans Bethe and Enrico Fermi, wavered. However, Edward Teller consistently supported the super bomb. He was one of Oppenheimer's first recruits at Los Alamos, the secret laboratory in New Mexico established for the Manhattan Project. Instead of focusing on the atomic bomb, Teller was preoccupied with building the hydrogen bomb. However, his calculations were later found to be impractical. His design required large amounts of tritium, an artificial substance that was scarce and expensive to produce. Even with greater amounts of tritium, the energy loss in the fusion process would be too great to sustain a nuclear reaction. When mathematician Stanislaw Ulam identified the flaws in Teller's design, he recalled, "I learned that the bad news drove Teller once to tears of frustration, and he suffered great disappointment." Teller didn't know how to build the hydrogen bomb, but he kept pushing for it, driven by a relentless determination that characterized his whole life. Despite losing his right foot when he jumped from a moving streetcar in Munich as a student, he became a